admit it, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
All right, little poetic justice. All right. So we are here, Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 3. Saddle up, Cowgirls, as the Cowboys are playing Cincinnati Bengals right now. EJ, the TV junkie, my sister from Texas.
Hey.
How you feeling today?
Girl, feeling good. Just had to try to get a little bit of energy, you know. Just got a little nap in, so I'm ready.
And I'm jealous because I was not able to get a nap in. But I appreciate you for being here with me. And what are your thoughts on this episode of Married to Medicine, my darling?
Girl, same old. These heifers with something else. But I love them all. Like, for whatever reason, I found something that I like about each one of them. I went into this differently. I said, you know, I'll find something that I like about all these people. I said, because they're not all bad.
That's
I said,
beautiful.
find something. So I kind of just found something that I enjoy about each of them. But they all get on my nerves. So, except for Quad, not as much. Because, you know, I'm a Quad lover.
Okay. I'm a little different, you know. I can't stand Phaedra's ass. I cannot. It's too soon to be saying bad words. I cannot stand Phaedra, okay? And that's from past history that she and I have. It's not personal, but it's personal, okay? My name is Candy for a reason. And you know, I love Dr. Heavenly ignorance behind all her ignorance. I love it. I do. But she can be a little aggy too as well. And those are the only two that I can just say it specifically. I'm gonna just leave it as one thing. I do not like Phaedra, never have, never will. And I love Dr. Heavenly's ignorant ass. But she can be a little aggy. I want to speak to everybody in the chat. And I do apologize. I got something, I don't know what it is. I started Saturday night and it's, you know, it's all up in here. So I do apologize. I'm a little nasally, and you know, if I go off camera or whatever, it's because I got this going on. So hi, Derry B. Thank you for coming through. DeMarcus Vaughn, thank you. And DeMarcus says Team Quad. I'm with you.
What? Me and DeMarcus on the same side?
Hi, right. Because Quad is sort of kind of the villain in the show. Her and Heavenly are every episode, they are the most talked about. They are the most disliked or liked. They are the most, everything is about them two. Somebody got a problem with them one way or the other. And we're going to get into it. Hi,
Tamika. Why?
Listen, everybody's got a problem with everybody. Okay? Hi, hey. Thank y'all for coming through. We greatly appreciate it. All right. So the episode starts out, you know, of course, with Jackie doing her work, doing the work of the Lord. I'm not sure what this patient had going on, but you know, we go into that. We go into Cecil and Simone. They're at their children's apartment, which is a whole hot behind mess. And I'm like, boys, really? Y'all got all this liquor on the counter. Like, this is what we doing? Y'all college students, and y'all just drinking up your parents' money. Not even cleaning up the house, not even changing the trash can, not doing nothing. You got Sweet Tea. And Dr. Eugene, I'm sorry, Dr. G, they are, you know, outside. He's outside doing work, and I cannot believe he's outside doing work. You don't have anybody to do that for you, sir? Maybe you want to, you know, because you weren't taking out the trash when you was with Quad. So I guess you go outside and trim the hedges while you with Sweet Tea. Or was this just for television? You know, but hey, any thoughts on the opening scene?
Girl,
of this.
Besides him and Sweet Tea, almost made me throw up in my mouth a little. You know, I did lie. I still ain't found one thing I like about Sweet Tea. Besides, she might be from Texas. I didn't lie too hard. That's That's about it.
Sweet tea is it takes some getting used to. Yeah. And I hadn't gotten used to it yet. She's innocent and she's very real. And I think that's her issue, is that she's innocent coming to the television show, and she's very real. She's real and raw. And that's a issue with being on reality TV. Like, you can't just be green. And she didn't watch it enough to know. She like she ain't, but she has. So we get to Miss Quad. Miss Quad, she got it. She got it. Miss Quad's man has bought her a Rolls Royce.
Okay, R.
Double R. Mr. King has bought Quad a nice Rolls Royce. And, she was saying, if your man owns his own rental company, luxury car rental company, you can get whatever you want. And, money ain't hard to come by with him, Mr. King. I just hope that Quad has the title. I hope we're not leasing and renting their own. Now, I hope we got titles. That's all I say. Don't say you bought me something and we making payments on it. Because when we break up, what's going to happen? Is it going back? I got to pay for it. What? But I love Quad. I'm going to just, hope and pray that she did it the right way. What are your thoughts, EJ?
I wasn't even thinking that far into it. I thought this was just a nice gesture. This man bought her this gift. I ain't thinking that far ahead. I'm thinking I want these two to make it. I want to see them thrive. I want to see, this black love grow. But hopefully that car is paid for. I mean, I ain't think about it, but or even if it's a lease, it is what it is. Shit, she ain't paying for it. That's the point. And she got her own car, so this is just extra. So I'm not mad at it either way it go. It ain't like it's the house. It ain't like it's the house that she, how some people do.
That car costs a house.
So, no, I'm saying it ain't like it's her home, like she had her own home. So, and we know she have her own money and she been making these investments out here. So I ain't mad at it. I just like to see the smile on her face. And I like that she kept this away from them other hussies. So.
And I did hide no weapon formed against me. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, boo. So I do remember her getting this car because her and Heavenly was riding in it months ago. So I do remember her getting that vehicle. So she did get it in real life. Like, this was a real life thing that took place. And of course, they had to put it on the social media. But I do enjoy seeing them together. They are a beautiful couple. She's happy. He makes her happy. She makes him happy. And that was something she couldn't get in her past that we saw on the television. And hey, that's that on that.
It's Sweet Tea's. Well, we'll get to that later because she made me mad again. Let's go ahead.
Here we go. I like Dr. Eugene. I just hate that he's such a pushover. He's like a pillar of salt. I mean, sugar. He's just too sweet, too kind, and he's like Toya just runs over him. But Toya has no couth. Toya been on the show for 11 seasons. She's been around who's who. She has access to whatever she wants, and she does not have couth because she's standing there while this man is talking to his son in a real conversation about biology. She asked that boy, did he have a wet dream yet? What? So that's what
it was funny. I laughed at it.
I'm like, Toya. And I'm like, Dr. Eugene, like, I'm still a virgin around my family. Like, no.
Well, at least she can ask him those questions and he'll answer them. I mean, that says a lot about their relationship.
But we on TV. I mean, we on TV.
I get that part, but I'm just saying. I think it's an interesting relationship that, one can ask the question because most people would have been like, they wouldn't have answered.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they have a good relationship. But Toya is a lot. We know that. Toya is just a lot.
Yeah. Thank you, Shayna. Yeah, thank you. Don't tell me you buy me something if you didn't buy it. Right. I need to know you bought it.
You don't even know if he bought it or not.
True, but I'm just saying, I hope he bought it. I hope it's, I hope he bought it. So what are your thoughts on Dr. Eugene opening up his own practice after the hard labor he put in running the ER years and years and years and years and years ago. Well,
I like
up
it.
until current.
It's
Yeah.
about time. Like it's time for him to be able to do his own thing, have the hours and stuff that he want. I mean, and I feel
Hmm.
like this is the type of move that a lot of doctors make anyway. Once they've had a certain amount of success, they just like, okay, let me transition into this. And I feel like he has the notoriety as far as being on this show and stuff like that in order to be able to do it. And it's not like he Dr. Heavenly where you don't know if you really want to go in her doctor's office or not. You know what I'm saying? Like he puts me more in the mind of a Dr. Jackie who you know that you are in good hands, even though she get ignorant every now and again, because she don't get too ignorant. That's how I look at him. He don't
Hmm.
get too far away that you can't still be like, oh, okay, I can trust
Yeah.
him. Dr.
Hmm.
Heavenly, you don't know if she might get mad at you, and next thing you know, you're gonna walk out of there missing a few teeth or something. You don't know what's gonna happen.
If she ain't messing up her business now, that's that she not gonna do. I would let her work on me. If I could give her cash, I would let her. I would let her do it because I know she gonna do it and do it right. Because that one thing she don't play about.
She
But I
might
do
not
like
play about it, but
yeah, I don't. You you have to watch Heavenly and how she talks about her dentistry because she don't play with that. She said she'll lead a show before she lets anything ruin what she's worked so hard for.
and I get
Um
that. I get that. I'm just talking about the what she gives off can
mhm,
also potentially push people away because
mhm,
whether she's a good dentist or not, when I look at her, all I think about is Dr. Heavenly about to go off, Dr. Heavenly about to get up here and act up in these streets. So naturally, I'm like, oh no, but I'm
mhm.
pretty sure she cares about her business quite much.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I like Dr. Eugene. I just think Toya is just a little too, over the top a little bit. But the conversation they were having about, I think she wanted him to add in Botox, but he was like, I'm just starting. Like, let me start slow, because who gonna do the Botox? He's doing all this other stuff. She's like, well, I can answer the phone, girl. What answering the phone got to do with him in both giving Botox injections? But he is in the best business because everybody want to lose weight. Everybody wants to be balanced with their hormones, their testosterone, and I appreciate him for being a black man doing it and putting it out there, because a lot of people don't really realize that they can be chemically imbalanced, and that could be your hormones be all off whack. You might need some testosterone. You might need some, hormones replacement, or estrogen for the women, and he's at that age where he has a lot of his wife has a lot of friends in their age where we're going through menopause right now. Like, I'm about to bust a sweat out in the sweat because first of all, I don't feel good. I got this hat on, I got a sweatshirt on, and the heat is on. But I don't know if that's it. I might be having a hot flash. Like, I don't know. But he is in the best business at this moment because everybody want to lose weight, everybody want to be healthy, everybody want to live long, and he is in the right place for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. EJ, I'm a little late. My apologies. Oh, child, you fine, baby. You fine. Because we might not even see him half the time. uh, oh, you already responded to her. I think I'm gonna put him up top. Let's see if I can put him on the side of us so we can see all of them. Okay. All right, EJ. You and I both have sons that are over the age of 10. Over the age of 20. What are your thoughts on this?
That looked like my son. I'm always fussing and fighting. He didn't got that far, but I mean, them clothes is definitely. But he be trying. These boys, they rough out in these streets.
Listen, but then I think this is the life of privileged children, though. Like, this is a whole lot. Like, they didn't pull out to empty no trash. All their clothes was dirty. Well, I ain't gonna say dirty. It was laying around, shoes everywhere. Like, Simone and Cecil, y'all raised those children, and that's you get what you get. Don't pitch your fit, as the kids say.
Mhm.
Y'all created these monsters.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
that
know.
on that's that on that.
Girl, I
And that
don't know.
fake bill or whatever. Like, child, you finna send Molly the maid over there to go clean up that apartment. They know that's what they're finna do. But that's the life of privileged children, I would say.
I don't know. My son ain't privileged at all, but he still be. I still have to be on him about cleaning up his stuff. So I don't know. I just
But
think it's
he
boys.
was he raised with Molly the maid? Was he raised with Molly the maid coming in his house every 2 weeks? Like, I think Cecil and Simone clean up after them kids because, well, we do know because in the flashback, it was like in 2019, Cecil was doing the oldest boy's laundry. They created those monsters. And I can't say it because Dallas room looks a pickle, but my son is total opposite from Dallas. Like, he's real particular about stuff. That boy don't like see old chewing gum chewed up. So he got OCD. My son got OCD. He can't take it.
That's cute.
He can't take it.
I can't say that because I know when my son's room got dirty and I just couldn't stand it, I was like, let me just help you. And I just go in there and do it and help him with it. Well, I was doing most of the work, but
Of course, because we're moms. And Simone left that boy I'm sure that fake bill. No, y'all, why?
I'm gonna make a bill too. That's a good idea though.
But okay, let me go back. The conversation so they had a conversation about Quad's boyfriend revealed, and Cecil is always taking up for Quad. Because Cecil loves Quad, but
I know I love that.
What are your thoughts on the conversation about them and Quad and her boyfriend?
Listen, that was Quad's business to be able to do what she needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Like for her own sanity, for her own peace, and so that she could have this man. Like Dr. G is not the only one out here that need to move on, and she don't have to tell them everything, because the minute you start telling people stuff, that's when the problem happened. You know what I'm saying? That's when the problem happened, because here we go. Like people want to be all in your business. People want to do the absolute most. So, like, no, let me just go ahead and keep this to myself. And then when y'all find out, y'all find out.
Yeah, and sometimes you want something for yourself. I don't think like they expect her to just, and they know she's never been the person to just blurt out everything. She always keeps stuff close to the vest. And for one, you don't know if you're a dude gonna make it. So yes, we need to be together and have something for ourselves. Be one on, we need to learn each other before I even throw you out there to the wolves. Because that's exactly what happened. She threw him to the wolves, and it's a problem. Now you got everybody want to know who he is, what he do, when he do it. So she did need something for herself in the beginning so she could see if it was something that was going to work. And I'm sure he was brought up to speed. Hey, pretty girl Danny, thank you for coming through. Yes, everybody is going live tonight, honey. Shannon said her son didn't clean the other day and she was ready to kick him out the house. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Leave that baby alone. Hey, Monique, how you doing?
What up, everybody? Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through.
Okay. So, Dr. Contessa has the ladies over at her home, and there's having, I think they call it Sisters Day or something. Listen, Dr. Contessa is fine as fine wine. She is, listen, I don't know why heaven be bothering Dr. Contessa. I wouldn't mess with her. Even though we know they're not going to do anything, but just the fact that you want to bother somebody that is they lift weights and all that stuff for a living or just for fun, I'm not playing with them. But what are your thoughts on the conversation with Sweet Tea, Phaedra, and just everything that they were just discussing, the trip and all?
Is this the part when she had her little moment where she decided to say something smart in her confessional when she talked about when they say Quad about her, when she talked about Quad's man? Because Phaedra always telling something, because clearly Phaedra loves to bring the news back. Mm-hmm. But this is the part I was talking about right here, because I couldn't remember when it happened because it just happened so quickly.
You talking about Sweet Tea?
Yeah, when she threw that hella shade about Quad. Man, first of all, ain't nobody checking for Dr. G. What you say about, was it you? It might not have been you, but ain't nobody checking for Dr. G and his elderly self. You know what I'm saying? Like running around here talking about he got 2 more years and he might not even be able to get you pregnant.
Yes,
hope
for
they able
sure.
to get pregnant. But I'm just saying
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
for purposes of don't be coming at quad like that. Because first of all, she over here living her best life, doing what she got to do. And you talking about, I'm glad she got it. Like she wants your, she don't want that man. She gave that man up. She left that
Okay.
man,
She
and
left
we all
him.
saw what
Hello.
happened. Don't
Yes.
nobody want him but you. And the jury is still out on exactly why you even with. Well, it ain't out for me. You know what I think. So,
But
but yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
need.
do agree with that though, Mo, about the marital issues. I feel like contestants need to go ahead and move past. Like they either need to deal with this so they can move past it. Because girl, I'm tired. Like
Mhm.
they got me tired. I'm just like, we just came back in with all this. Come
Yeah, you
on now,
came back to do this. Either
exactly,
either shit or get off the pot. What you gonna do? Because we're not gonna keep doing this, and you come back with the same issue. But
exactly.
are you going to discuss? Are you still going to have issues with your husband though? I bet you not, because Heaven told you to shut up. Stop. If you're not gonna leap, stop talking about it. Be quiet.
Exactly. But what
So
was wrong with that, Candy? Like, what was wrong with that? Because isn't it too many times that you have some friends that will talk about something that is going on in their personal life and they talk about it over and over and over and over again, but they never ever change it. And we're specifically talking about when it relates to a man. And those conversations are hard to have with people because you want to listen, but then if you give your opinion or your thought, then it becomes like people take some of that stuff personal. So what was wrong with her saying that, especially us knowing how Dr. Heavenly is? I
mhm.
I thought it was on brand and on point, and I kind of approved the message.
Yeah, stop. If you're not going to do anything about it, be quiet. Because for one, you're doing it. You have issues on camera, so that what makes it make it worse. And I know a lot of stuff Heavenly said on her YouTube channel makes everything magnified for everybody,
Of
but
course.
she wasn't lying though. She was not. Because if you got issues at home, leave them there. You may want to talk to a friend about it or whatever, but you're not going to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. And it's playing out on camera. And we saw a lot of the things that he did to her verbally on camera. And I was like, girl, why? Why are we dealing with this? Because we don't have to deal with this. You can do it all by yourself. You can do bad by yourself. Or you can do
Mhm.
better by yourself. You ain't
And
got to worry
she's
about that
a beautiful
stress.
woman, like, and she's
Yes.
successful. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand, like, and I just don't like the flack. You know how I feel about Dr. Heavenly. I be on and
Mm-hmm.
off. But in this particular situation, I was like, but did she lie? Maybe her delivery, maybe that's what most people's problem is her
Mm-hmm.
delivery.
Yeah.
But did she lie? I feel like she told no
She's
lies.
been
Does
the
she go
same,
extra?
but she's been that way since she's come on the show. She has not changed. That's why I love her. She has not flipped the script. She's been who she is. She just says it, and oh well. Either you like it or you don't like it. Yeah, the delivery may be ugly a lot of times. It may come in a shitty package, but hey, what she said was like real life stuff. So I want to see later on if Contessa's going to talk about what's going on in her marriage, whether things have changed, whether they went to therapy, whether they just started decided to stick it out, and she's not. I want to know if she's going to talk about it, because if she's not, then she took Heavenly's advice. So we shall see.
Okay, that part. But the thing is, don't talk about your stuff if you don't want people to have an opinion, especially
Mm-hmm.
somebody like Dr. Heavenly. Come on now.
Because she claims she's a Dr. Heavenly claims she's an expert, a relationship expert. And listen, it is what it is. So let's see. Monique says Dr. Contessa filed. She did file for a divorce. She sure did. She did. I'm trying to be able to click on these things. I'm
Mm.
sorry.
No, you're fine. You can't click on the ones on the screen. You got to click on them
And
on
that's
the.
like what I was doing. Contessa's beautiful. I saw her recent at an event. Yeah, she's very beautiful. And I believe she's probably even better in person. Contestant is delusional when it comes to blaming heavenly for her marital issues. Yes, yes, yes. They always hate on Quad. They want Quad to be like them. And no, we're not doing no.
And listen, I applied Quad. She say, listen, I don't really F with y'all when it's off season. When we back on season, then we can get back into this whole situation. But I don't mess with y'all when I'm off season. It's my vacation time. It's like somebody going to work, right? And they say they give you vacation days, right? And then you take your vacation. It's like me calling up to the job every day, checking in to see what's going on. No, if I'm on vacation, I'm on vacation. I'm not mad at Quad for not reaching out to them or whatever, however they want to paint it. Like, I get that y'all, maybe they thought they was like, I'm not saying they not real friends, but you ain't always got to talk to your friends every single day or put them in your stuff. We all know that some of these women is just messy. And as it relates to Dr. Simone, she always running back she always running back to her friend Toya anyway. And you know that Quiet and Toya wasn't in no good space. So I'm not mad at her. They can't say nothing that's gonna make me just like Quad. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Cause we ain't got it to do.
You don't have to really do something.
Yep. So, okay. Oh yeah, and no, Dr. Heavenly did not force her to sign up out of all those papers because she did file for a divorce. But I'm gonna need her to chill out, and I'm gonna need Sweet Tea to realize when somebody's throwing shade. Because Phaedra was talking about her outfit, she didn't catch it, but I picked up what she was putting down because I'm used to Phaedra.
And look at the sleeves.
Yeah. I need you to know that your little friend really ain't your friend because she was really talking about your outfit, sweetheart. You don't even know it, but I hope somebody told you.
It was funny though the way she said it.
Now this was such a beautiful moment because who can say that their child has worked with them at their doctor's office? Like, whose child is a future doctor? Whose child, like whose child, like you really don't have kids follow parents' footsteps, depending on what it is or wanting to do it. And I appreciate this for Dr. Heavily. I'm glad she is showing her kids and their accomplishments because she's not going to show her marriage. She's already said her marriage is not for sale. But I was very proud of her son when he graduated and got his white coat and that he's interning at her job. But it was funny how she made him start over. And he was like, okay, mommy. Dr. Kimes. I said, Jesus, Dr. Heavily. So what are your thoughts on Dr. Heavily and her son and, just the things that they have been able to accomplish as a family?
I think it was cute. I loved it. I thought it was nice to see this moment. I thought it was nice to see her, in her element. It's not like we haven't seen her in that element before, but I thought it was nice to see her with her son. I thought it was a very, very beautiful moment. And I feel like we don't get a lot of these with Heavenly because we always get the stuff that's going to keep the show going and not necessarily the stuff that makes you, want to say, oh, okay, we want to give her a high five. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did that, girl. So I loved it because I feel like we finally got something of substance that wasn't, drama. So I appreciate it. I love when they put these little moments in. I love seeing them in their doctor's offices, like, because I love seeing the fact that we have these Black women that are doctors, even if they're
human. Because they are human at the end, at the beginning and the end of the day, they're human.
Yeah, they're human, but they extra human, girl. Don't even try. Don't even try. These heifers is overboard.
And this group is filled with double standards against Quad. They are always listen. She can't never get it right for them. She can't never.
Even when she apologized 11 times, I was like, Quad, if you apologize one more doggone time, I'm coming through the TV. Damn it! Don't apologize to them no more. Keep apologizing to them.
Yeah, we not gonna keep doing that.
Ain't nobody apologizing to her.
Thank everybody for being here today. We appreciate you all. I want you all to make sure you all have liked the video, subscribe to both of the channels, and do all the things that you YouTube likes to see, to know that we're live, to know that, let everybody know, to put us out there in that algorithm. Thank you, and we are greatly appreciated. Let's see, but I did enjoy this part. So this is where we get to something that a lot of us deal with in the Black community. I don't know why, like Dr. Jackie said, if she, you know, knew how to cure it or how to stop it or what the preventive measure would be for it. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she would have, I think, a Pulitzer Prize for that. So this young lady plays basketball for the Atlanta Stars, and she has been playing with fibroids. If nobody knows what fibroids are, listen, I really don't know, but I know my girlfriend deals with them, and I think another fellow content creator deals with them as well. So, EJ, what are your thoughts on just, hey, putting the real out there? What are your thoughts?
I always love her scenes when when we get to see her with her patients and stuff, because she's always talking about something that affects Black women. I love the fact that she's always addressing things that affect Black women. I love the fact that whenever you see her, her patients are always Black women. So I just love that she uses her platform for this. And I think that's one of the things that really does make me enjoy this side of Dr. Jackie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I really rock with her on this part right here. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Are you muted, girl?
Yeah, I was. Let's see. No Weapon says, I have your page on my cell phone and EJ on my tablet. Thank you. We appreciate the engagement. We really, really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And okay, it was Monique Nicole. Okay. Yeah, she had fibroids and endometriosis and has had a couple of, I knew it was somebody. Well, I knew who it was. I just didn't want to say it, you know. I didn't want to put you out there like that, Mo. But thank you for letting us know, because some people don't know people that have had it or deal with that on a regular basis. Like my girlfriend, she just had to have a surgery last Tuesday because she keep dealing with all this crap that we deal with, or some of us don't deal with. I don't deal with that on that level, but yeah, it's really bad, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's no cure for it, or like, why do we get it? I do remember hearing somebody say it's like you can change your diet and maybe like break it, make it, calm it down where it's not so bad, but it's like, but why do we have to keep dealing with it? You know, like, why?
Yeah, I don't think anybody really does have that answer. Just know that it affects Black women more than it affects other people. But that's with a lot of things, for whatever reason.
But I did appreciate this as well, and the
Now, Dr.
information.
Jackie is a doctor that I would go to.
I'm sure you would. I would go to it too. I don't have any, you know.
I like Dr. Jackie.
Yeah.
We be trying to keep it cute. She be trying to say out of this, but sometimes every now and again she get.
Oh yeah. She could throw it in every now and again, you know. Hi, Ashley. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the ladies receive boxes. They receive gift packages, and I think we missed that in the other part. But anywho, the ladies are going on a trip, a girls' trip. They're going to a dude ranch, and everybody gets this beautiful box sitting on their porch or on their steps or whatnot. And they, of course, you know, they're opening up their boxes, and they got a bandana, and they got some spurs. EJ, what are your thoughts on the ladies getting their packages and how they receive them, and you know how they do, and the conversations that were had during the time.
Listen, Dr. Heavenly is raising a mini Dr. Heavenly, and I love this for her because she always, every time I see her and her daughter say, they so similar to me in just in these little nonchalant ways. It's like not, I don't know how to explain it. It's just the mannerisms about it. So I always appreciate the scenes that we have with them. And when she talking about she a city girl, that was tripping me out. but and they were trying to figure out what the spurs were and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was very, very interesting. I like it. I see they trying to do a little something, something. But I was like, how far are we gonna go with this cowboy thing? You know, how far are we going? Because here we go, another cowboy thing. You know, we just always got a cowboy thing.
Yeah, I always got a cowboy thing. Yeah.
But they were packaged really nicely.
They were. And then of course, you know, Cecil has to have his conversation with Simone about the ladies and about everybody, you know, being united and everybody being one, and how she owes her apology for Napa, but she owes her one for New York. She doesn't think she owes her one for Napa, but they don't know what they did to this child in Napa. They didn't watch the playback, because child, listen, that was nothing cute. How they did her, and I don't understand why Dr. Simone, she want to be hard. It's like she just want to be hard and stuck and firm in what she thinks is right, but
I think she do.
You don't really have an issue. You don't really have an issue. You really don't have an issue with Quad, other than Quad disappears when the cameras go out. That's it. That's really it.
And what's wrong with that? I just want to know how often she sees the rest of them. Like, I need to know, like, is it like I see y'all, because y'all all seem to have busy lives. So I don't know how much time y'all really, you know, carve out to spend with each other. Like, so I need more information as to why we're so upset. Is it because she don't send a text message or something? Like, what is it? You know, like where we at? Like, it got to be something else, because the way that she is acting as if she owes her an apology, point blank and period. Like, what she did on that stage last season was out of line. Like, she didn't have to do that. And then the way that she's acting, like she wasn't the ringleader. Well, Toya was the ringleader, but she just let her be the one that was out in front to actually do it. Because if Toya had did it, Toya would have looked, you know, exactly how she looked. You know what I'm saying? And it would have been what we expected, and everybody would have been like, "Oh, but Toya is upset because of this X, Y, and Z." Now Toya in a good space with her, and she's still out here looking crazy. Like, why are you upset? Like, but that's the type of stuff Toya. I told you, some Toya be doing. I got my eyes on
Toya. Let Simone do her dirty work, but then, like you just said, you don't have an issue with her now. Y'all cool, y'all good. Because for one, you wasn't the one that kicked her out the group. But like I said last week, Simone assumed Quad was gonna want to leave kicking and screaming, and they had a moment, and that's what they thought, but that's not what they gave. Quad was like, okay, peace out. Let me pack my suitcase and get the F on. Because okay.
And we know why
was gonna get something else.
Because Quad had a man at home.
And he's so good to her. No job. Toya is getting better. Okay, no weapon.
Every now and again, she's like, come on, we gonna give Toya a little grace. I feel like this season for the first, because we only in 3 episodes now. Well, it's a lot of time for Toya to get out of line. But I feel like the first 3 episodes, she done threw less shade than she has thrown in a while. Like, I feel like she trying, and she even trying in this episode right here to try to get people to come together. But to me, it's like, I feel like you kind of broke a lot of these relationships. So why not try to help rebuild some of them? Because you kind of add them on. Like, I don't. That's the problem with Toya. It's like I can't give her a compliment without recognizing the fact that she be in the middle of most of this stuff.
And I forgot what I wanted to say earlier when it was at Eugene's office, and she was saying that about her son, like you having a wet dream. And I forgot to say this because she always talks about Eugene's manhood. So that's the level. That's like she always just like she says outlandish things. Like, lady, why are you saying it? So my issue with her talking about her son, you know, like, because she goes there, like she just says stuff, and it's like, now you're gonna have people looking at this man, you're gonna have people looking at your child, like, did you have one? Like, it's you know, I don't believe in bringing other stuff to people that I just don't believe in doing that. But I know we would like Tamika say that's how they wrote it. Here we are. Okay.
It's a
That's what I meant to
reality
say. That.
show,
But Toya
girl.
just do she just be a little too much.
But you're
Um
also very reserved too, Candy. You have to realize that you are very reserved, and I don't think people realize that about you. You are very, very, very reserved.
I'm yeah, until I'm not. I
Girl,
hope I
stop.
mean
You are very reserved. Don't even try it. You when
I
it
don't
when it comes to like TV stuff, you are a little different. I'm talking about you are very reserved.
mm,
Don't think about it too hard. Let's just go ahead.
listen,
Don't think about it too hard. You are. It's okay.
hey, get me right. I won't be. But listen, I
I ain't
mean I
talking about you getting you loose so you can let loose. I'm talking about just in general, just your regular smegular. I'm a
yeah,
little more
I am because
reserved.
I
That's
have
it.
children. I have children. And my parents are still alive, okay? You
It's
know.
okay.
Yeah, my parents still living and I got children. Cause I used to want to do stuff to, people's vehicles back in the day. But I'm like, I got a son. I can't do that. I'm not gonna embarrass my child. I can't.
You so silly. She
Yeah.
told my no job Toya. That's gonna be Toya new name. No
No
job.
job, Toya. Toya has a job. She's on Married to Medicine.
Mm-hmm.
But
And that
she
job, listen, that job paying a lot because it's on
yes.
Bravo.
Cause she
Shit.
said she makes more than Eugene. However, see why you saying that? That's what I'm talking about. Why are you saying this lady? This lady so she just say it. It's
Listen,
okay
I'm
to be
happy.
reserved. Thank you, Monique. It's okay to be reserved. I have children my parents are still alive. That's my excuse. Because if not, child, please. If my daddy told me don't call him about nothing stupid, if I'm locked, don't go to jail for nothing stupid. So I, that's his thing. So that's why I never went to jail. Because please believe I wanted to a couple times back in the day.
Girl.
I ain't want to go, but I wanted to do stuff that probably would have sent me there. Anywho, dee dee dee. I know can easily turn it. Oh, baby, listen. Not too much now, but So this is too funny to me. The way Toya put this thing together, she was like, Heavenly got an issue with Contessa. Heavenly got an issue with Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea got an issue with Quad. Quad got an issue with Simone. And I said, well, I'll be doggone because I couldn't think about the issues that were out there, but the issues are there. And Heavenly and Quad got issues with everybody except for
Mhm.
Toya.
And the thing is do she really have an issue with Sweet Tea? Sweet Tea is trying to make it an issue so she can have a storyline. Quad has no issue with Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is just making this a thing. And Quad is just like, listen, I ain't got time for this, so I'm just gonna let it be. She wasn't the one who invited herself to that thing. She came in there she came in peace. I come in peace. And
Mm-hmm,
Sweet Tea
mm-hmm.
was about to accept her in peace until Toya stepped her behind in and said, like this, you need to leave, yada yada yada. Toya
Mm-hmm.
instigated that. Sweet
Mm-hmm.
Tea was
Oh
gonna let
yeah.
her say it, and I believe Sweet Tea was gonna be cool with her. I believe
Mm-hmm.
they was about to be cool, and which would have changed my whole mind about Sweet Tea if they had but Toya messed it up.
Sweet Tea was being a fan at her bridal shower. This lady at your bridal shower, your future husband's ex-wife is at your bridal shower. Sweet Tea was being a fan. She was like, "Oh hey!" I said, "Damn, is she gonna run around the damn room?" She
But
was excited. She
she
was
was.
excited.
I thought, and I think they could have been cool. Like I
They
think
could have. They
it
could
could have
have.
been cordial.
But everybody knew they was gonna make great. It was gonna make for great TV if they were not. And it didn't have to go that way, but it went that way because Sweet Tea was listening to Toya, and then Dr. Heavenly ain't make the shit no better. So
Oh, Dr. Heavenly, but she just being Dr. Heavenly. I'm convinced of this now. Dr.
oh
Heavenly is.
yeah, she know how to produce TV. She know what. Now listen. Yes, no weapon. I am with you. Bravo wanted the eye candy, and she brought Phaedra's ex-husband. So yes. So of course, we have Apollo here pulling up in his G
Hey, Apollo.
wagon. I don't like light skinned men, but I look nice. Got their bird, as they say. Got their old nice. But anywho, did it seem awkward to you the way the children, walked up to their father? Like it wasn't like, "What's up, Dad?" It was just like, "Okay, we're gonna go with the stranger again." Yeah.
I ain't even. I don't know. No comment.
And how did you feel about them? About Phaedra not allowing him in the house?
I mean, that's her house. That's what she want to do. That's what she want to do. I ain't
Mhm.
mad at it. People have to set boundaries, and they know what boundaries they need to, to feel how they want to feel. And if this is the boundaries that she has, it's the boundaries that she has. They seem to still are able to talk to each other and co-parent with each other. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like so. And if that's the caveat is that you don't come in the house, it just is what it is, and and
Child.
I can't be too mad at it.
Yeah. Uh, she, she want access to the money. That's what she said.
Okay, that's what she said. She said that. Did nobody tell her
And
to
she
say
had an
that?
issue with it being a. She had an issue with it being repeated, girl. That's what you said. Shut up. You said that, and you made a T-shirt, like, and you copyrighted it or whatever. Like, so calm down, 10 speed, slow down, 10 speed, slow down. Okay, so this moment right here, kinda did a little tear jerk, not a tear jerk, but a little tear jerk because I understand. I don't understand issues with having children because I've never had an issue, but her twin sister is expecting, and I don't like that she told her sister about her being pregnant and she's not. I didn't like that part. Like, you gonna make her feel bad because she expecting. I mean, it ain't easy for it's not easy for everybody, but I don't know why. I just think she try to make her feel bad. Not try to make her feel bad, but like, why are you gonna make her feel bad for being able to have a baby and you are having issues?
I think she was being honest in that moment. And I think I appreciated that part of it. I appreciated her because sometimes people will hold things in and they won't say them. And she was just being real in that moment. Like, yeah, I'm happy for you. But at the same time, I'm thinking about my own motherhood journey because this is where I'm at. And I think if you have that type of relationship with a person, that
Mhm.
it's okay. And I actually for once didn't take something that she said because I'd be taking it and running with it. But this time I actually felt like it was true and genuine, like she had a true
Mhm.
genuine moment. As I do feel when you see the interaction with her sister, I feel like they give real moments, like when they got into that fight. That shit was real.
Yeah, it was real. That's why I say she gives real TV. She gives, like, she's green because I don't. I could not be on reality TV because y'all would not, like, I'll be Dr. Heavenly. You wouldn't get the real stuff unless it's something like my children doing great things. You
So
wouldn't
you
get the
gonna
real
be
stuff.
Dr. Heavenly because Dr. Heavenly be giving.
No, as far as like what she shows, like, she's not going to show you an issue with her and her husband. She's not going to show you that. She's not showing you bad moments. She's showing you the children doing whatever they do, and she's
Oh,
doing.
you talking
She's
about in her
But on
personal.
TV, I'm talking about, yes, if I was on reality TV, I would be more of the Dr. Heavenly. I'm not giving y'all my marriage is not for sale. We can play
Even
around
though
and I can
that's
talk
what the
junk.
show is about.
Hey, I'm the medicine. My husband is the medicine. So hey, you got a 2 for 1. Because he don't want to be on TV. And mine would be the same way. He'd be back there waiting, chilling. But anyway, I couldn't have said that to my sister on TV. I just can't. I just can't say certain stuff on TV. And
And that's
it's
why I say you conservative.
I am very conservative, and I couldn't. Nah, y'all not gonna be repeating that. Y'all not gonna be talking about real life stuff with me. Y'all can say some stupid shit I said on TV. Yeah, okay, cool. But real life stuff, y'all not. We not doing it. So what are your
But
thoughts on
I
the
think
family?
this was important for other people though, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what it should be about. It's just that we've turned reality TV into something else. We turned it into messy and trashy
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
because that's what people want. But in reality TV should be just that,
The real.
reality TV, people being real and being able to be vulnerable and being able to, use their platform to possibly help someone else because there's plenty of people that's going through exactly what Sweet Tea is going through. And this is just me talking about her from a personal standpoint because I don't like her in the general because she be on my girl quad. But just from her personal, I sympathize with her because it's a lot of people that do have what she has and is having to go through the surgeries and having to deal with this, who want to be mothers and want to have children. And I think, I don't know what type of mother she's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I think that the energy that she's giving on this show, she's giving because she wants to stay on the show, because she knows that there's a certain level that you have to give in order to stay on the show. But I appreciated a real honest moment. And I feel like people who are in that same similar situation and may have been feeling like that, like feel that inkling of, because it was like an inkling of jealousy, like, but not like jealousy like I can't stand you jealousy, but jealousy like I want this and you have this, we're a twin and I can't have it. And she may not have expressed it that way, but you can feel it. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed the real moment.
Yeah, but I knew when her sister got pregnant, I said, dang, when they talked about it, because I follow them on social media a little bit. When I do go on, I'll see it. I'm like, oh, I know she feel a way about her sister, and she told everybody that she did. But I mean, it's real, and it's hey, it's true. It's real life. Like you do feel that way, and it doesn't have to be about that. It could be about anything. But what are your thoughts on the conversation that she had with Dr. G? And his response to her asking, how long do you have?
I feel like we got another real moment out of them. I mean, and honestly, I feel like they should lean more into this because, I mean, especially if you're going to go on television, you're on television. There are certain things about you that people are going to know, whether you can't go on reality TV and think that everything is going to remain private. People are going to find out different things about you regardless. Those things are going to come out. And I feel like this is an opportunity for them to show a real story about a woman trying to be impregnated by an older man. And she's going through all of these issues at the same time. And now him saying, look, I only got this X amount of time in me. And that's it. I don't think that I can do this for a longer amount of time. That's some real stuff. Like how long is too long to keep trying for something that you want when it's not happening? How far do you go? Like how far do you go once you've hit all these different walls, and just knowing that it's not as simple as just, having these treatments and then boom, you're pregnant. Like some people struggle with this, and and so I like this storyline for them just because you actually get some sort of feeling, because I can't stand Dr. G at this moment, but I mean, just in general, but in this moment, I felt like he was actually being real and keeping it honest with her. And now I'm looking at her like, so now what? So like, now what are we going to do? Like, now where do we go? Like, let's not cry about it. You knew that when you went into this, and this is not me being judgmental either, because I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I'm just keeping it real. You knew when you went into this situation what your situation was. You knew that this man wanted children. You wanted children too, but you knew that you had a struggle with possibly having children. So now we just got to work through this. We can be upset, but at the same time, do not project that anger off on him because he just being real with you. Or otherwise, would you want him to not be real with you and not tell you, like, because then you'd be even more upset with him if he doesn't tell you that, hey, this is where I'm at. Yeah. And I feel like this is going to be the struggle in their marriage. Like it's all cute now, but I feel like this is going to weigh heavily if they are not able to get pregnant sooner than later.
Yeah. That's why I said this part was a tearjerker for me because I felt for her. Not that I've ever had a struggle, but I've known people that have had struggles, and I was like, dang, he said 2 years. And then he thought about it. It seemed like he thought about it carefully, because it was a nice little pause there. And he was like, with his schedule and with how he's feeling now, I don't know what that meant. I don't know if he meant health-wise or that he's ready for, or his feelings are ready for a child. I don't know what that meant. Either way, he told her 2 years. And 2 years seemed like a long time sometime. But in this moment, I mean, 2 years is not long. That's, it's already 2025, and Cat Williams blew up 2024, and it was just like yesterday for us. So it was already 2020. So just think about it's just already a year gone, and I don't know when they filmed this, but now now her time is still winding down. I just felt real bad for her because it's like she immediately started crying. And you did, mention like she knew about this going into it, but she say she didn't know that she could not have or was going to have issues having children. I don't know how you would know if, because you're military and it seems like they give y'all physicals and checkups all the time. I think you would know you have issues down there because you're military. I think you would know, that you got
Because I was going to
something.
say, doesn't she suffer from endometriosis or something like that?
Yes.
So I would think that she knew that, and what could possibly come along with that is what I'm saying. I'm almost positive that that's what she has, and I just know that people who suffer with that know that there's a possibility of having trouble conceiving and having children. So that's why I feel like she knew to a certain extent, and so ma'am, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I wonder if surrogacy is an option for them. I don't know. Like, I don't know if she has issues with eggs. Is that her issue? Because it can't be him. Because they
I don't
haven't.
know. They ain't really dug all the way into it to where they tell us exactly what it is. But I was thinking that I was like, well, okay, so maybe we gonna go with surrogacy next. I mean, I don't know if they got that type of cash laying around, but I feel like Bravo pay enough. And it might be a storyline. Who knows?
It would be a
Might can
beautiful
negotiate.
storyline. It would be a beautiful storyline if they were able to play it right and do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave all that drama. I mean, you can have drama whenever you want to have it, but if this is what you're really going through, people go through this stuff all the time. And like my girlfriend, she wanted another child, but because she had other stuff going on, she couldn't. It was like time is winding down for her, so she was like, just go ahead and just do what you got to do, because I'm not even gonna worry about it anymore. So it's real life. Like, this is a real life thing that women deal with every day. And of course, we see Dr. Jackie, had a patient that had fibroids, and you got to get rid of those in order to get. So it's hard to get pregnant if you got stuff going on. And this would be a very beautiful storyline if they would,
lean into it and let that story take the narrative instead of trying to have a drama storyline just to come back. I think that more people would appreciate this storyline than what they really think, because you still got the drama. I mean, you still got the salaciousness that's going to sell the show. But why come we can't have at least one touching moment? You know what I'm saying? One moment where we get. I feel like they should negotiate that in the contract and be like, look, you guys help us. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know if they're a big enough part of the show to do so just yet.
If she had walked in the door right, it would be a heavy, a big part of the show. If she walked into the door right. She didn't walk in right. She didn't walk in right. She walked in with issues with everybody, with Quad and she didn't walk in with Quad, but it was just like the way she started out was wrong. With Heavenly, like, Heavenly is top tier, so you got to kind of be mindful, So
yeah,
but her storyline,
I don't even know if that's something that you can do, but I feel like you can do anything. So I feel like
storyline could be big if she wanted it to be, because it's real life. So we got the ladies getting ready for they're going to Orlando to the Dude Ranch. Have you ever been to a Dude Ranch, EJ?
I don't want to go outside. I don't do outside. I'm sorry.
Listen, I was Dr. Jackie. Oh no, outside? No. But what about Dr. Eugene telling Toya to do coochie cutters?
I love that. I love that for him.
Said yes, ma'am. Yes.
Because you look at Dr. G and you look at Dr. Eugene, and if you just look at him and you don't listen to him, because he's really goofy and really, like, he loves to laugh, and I like that about him. But you would think that he wouldn't be all into, like, put your jeans up here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would think he would be a little more just pulled back. But I like the fact that he's not, and that's what I do like about him. Toya just get on my nerves. Toya could be very likable if she wanted to be, but she just don't want to be.
Yeah, because she had one leg cut like a knee, like to the knees or whatever. And she's like, you got to start out long. And she said, where you want me to go to? Up here to the coochie? And he was like, yeah, go up here. I had to look. I said, oh, he really wants her to have coochie cutters. And I am here for it. Knowing that's trust. That's trust. because you trust your wife to walk around with her teapot hanging out, and you ain't gonna be nowhere around.
Why
But I
wouldn't
liked it. The little girl Layla, I think her name Layla, Dr. Contessa's daughter, being the model, she was like, "It's big."
he? She's cute.
Yeah, and Dr. Heavenly and what's the baby name? Her twin, because that child is just like her. Alora, um, giving her a run for her money because Alora don't be playing with that $4,000 dog she got.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, but I like seeing them. You know, I always like seeing them get ready for trips because I'm like, you know what, I ain't the only one that overpack because you got Dr. Simone with 4-5 suitcases. Yeah, they ain't going away for 4 days per what Phaedra said, 4 or 5 days. But I like to see the ladies when they going through the airports with their suitcases and you know how extra they are. Dr. Simone wants to know what time the shit show finna start, and it's starting right now because they already know what time it is. So they start. So this is the end of the episode, and the ladies have gotten 2 separate vehicles. We have Quad, Simone, Dr. Heavenly, and Toya in one vehicle, and we got Contessa, Phaedra, Dr. Contessa, Phaedra, Sweet Tea, and who else in another vehicle? I can't remember. Um,
Simone.
Simone. I thought that was Dr. Simone right there. Well, that's Dr. Jackie. And Quad, I'm sorry, Quad. I missed Quad. I'm looking dead at a Quad. Okay.
Jackie,
So,
Quad,
yeah.
Heavenly, and Toya in this one. They
So
got people
now,
separated, in other words,
yeah.
on
So they are
purpose.
they are in the one that get along. So they are in one vehicle and they're praying. You know, Dr. Jackie starts praying, and baby, when they start rolling out what's gonna happen next week throughout the prayer, and Dr. Simone was like, she want everybody to have peace and love and harmony, and we got Contessa in somebody's face. Uh, we got Contessa running up on Heavenly. Why they praying now? All this is why they praying, Jesus.
I know, that's crazy.
And okay, that was in the same picture. So yeah, so they getting into it, baby. So next week it's gonna be some drama, okay?
Okay, but then it looks
And
like they're gonna have a nice hug afterwards, so I'm here for it. I'm here for the highs and the lows, and the highs and the lows.
yeah, so they have a nice little hug afterwards, and I hope that's right before they get on the bus to go home, child. Because if you give them one more opportunity, I think it's gonna be a problem.
Girl.
So that's the end of the episode. To be continued. EJ, what are your thoughts, dear heart?
I like this episode. It was just smooth, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a whole lot going on. I feel like it was just a setup for the next episode, and you know, and we're gonna see exactly how it's all gonna go down. I feel like I hope that this is gonna be therapeutic and lethargic for them, and that they're gonna get it all out of their system. They're gonna scream, cry. Hopefully, don't nobody be throwing hands, and then they'll hug it out, and maybe we'll be able to move forward into the next mess. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's always gonna be another thing.
And to answer your question, they did move out of their house. I comforted Steve.
Bless you. Oh, bless you.
Oh, you can hear me? I thought
Bless
I
you.
muted.
Yes.
My bad.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I thought I muted.
No, we hear your little sneezes.
Oh, Heavenly Father. Sorry. I thought I had muted myself. Oh God. So yeah. It's embarrassing. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Okay.
You were talking about the final thoughts, and then you answered no weapons questions about if they had moved. I think we talked about that the last time we were here about how they had moved because of the house flipping situation, even though she had took all this time to make this extravagant house and all of that. But there was an opportunity for them to make some money, which I think we both said that it didn't feel like it was enough money to give up your house that you said was your dream house. But to each his own.
Thank you, dear heart. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dr. Contessa did all that bodybuilding to bully Dr. Heavenly. No, no, no. Dr. Contessa it's not the bully. That's Dr. Heavenly. But Dr. Contessa won't let it go. She won't let it go, let it go. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. I thought I was muted, y'all. Okay,
I
okay.
think Contessa give out just as good as she get though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. What's up next for the TV Junkies, EJ?
Yeah, so of course, I just dropped my Love Never Lies video. This was a reunion, so I went ahead and dropped that. I'm dabbling my feet into this reality area. So we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna see how this goes. And then I dropped a couple of All the Queens Men's video. I did a collab video, me, Ashley, and Tyra. I did like a cool edit to it, to the watch along that we had. I did this edit to it to kind of let you see what we were watching if you weren't able to get the watch along. And it was meant to be funny. And I was taking like some of the best moments of it. So I dropped that. So definitely go and check that out if you're into All the Queens Men. To me, it's hilarious. I thought it was funny. I thought it was really great. And then I have my full recap and review for All the Queens Men up. I did my Zatima trailer. I went ahead and talked about that trailer. And then I have a video that I'm working on right now for for the Family Business New Orleans, just talking about the premise of the show. And then I'm going to be dropping different videos this week and next week about the characters and talking about them and trying to get back ready to finish up this last live show for the book so we can finish wrapping that up before the show actually comes out. We still don't have a date, but I just want to be prepared because they'll just drop it on you and you won't even know.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. And No Weapon, Dr. Heavily is my favorite as well. So I was giving her, what I gave because, Dr. Heavily could be a little bit too much sometimes, but that's my girl. I appreciate her.
She interesting.
Oh yeah. So for me and my house, we have Cross 7 and 8 tomorrow with Lighting Up with Letitia and Miss Kira Speaks. And then I have at 9:15. And then on Thursday at 10:15, we have Tyler Perry's Sisters, episode 9, Missing Pieces. We're doing the live conversation after the episode goes off. So we're doing that, and that's that on that. If I'm trying to remember this. Hide. There you go. Alrighty. And if nothing else, anybody else in the chat, I want to thank everybody for coming through. Yeah, she does make the show. She really does. Thank everybody for coming through. No weapon formed against me. We have Monique, Nicole. Thank you for coming through. We had Ashley. From My Sweet Perspective, Tamika's Den, Pretty Girl Danny, Derry B, thank you for coming through. Thank you all for coming through. And DeMarcus Govan, thank you, thank you, thank you. We truly appreciate everybody. And Shayna, thank you for coming through. And if anybody I missed, I do apologize. Anybody that was in the bushes that did not come down to say hello, please make sure you have liked the live. And if nothing else, we are going to bid you adieu.